Hey everybody, it's Lewis, our Shack Barbecue and other things. Well, tonight it's my turn to cook dinner. Main reason is because I'm home alone, and if I don't cook dinner, then I don't eat. So I am going to cook dinner tonight. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a couple of bone-in pork chops, and I'm going to do them on my 8-quart air fryer. Got my pork chops right here. Got my air fryer right here. What can go wrong? Let's make some pork chops.
Regulators! Mount up!
All right, so what I want to do is I'm going to lay down some paper towels here. So I call this 3 ingredient pork chops. It's actually only 2, but we're going to use 3. We're going to get these pork chops opened up here. Now, they're pretty thick for pork chops. But they're not, very big. There's 2 of them, one for me and one for me. Got a paper towel here. So what I want to do is I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil on them. Just a little bit of olive oil. Okay, I'm going to get this all rubbed in on it. All right. So that was one ingredient, olive oil. The other ingredients will be sea salt. And you don't want to go too heavy with your salt, but you do want to get it on there. I'm going to go ahead and hit the sides of it too. Like so. Okay. And then the other ingredient is coarse black pepper. So let's get this on here. Now you can do more ingredients if you want. I've used barbecue rubs on them. That's real good. Um, I've got some other seasonings I've used on them, like this one right here. It's actually potato slayer from Fire and Smoke. This is real good on potatoes and pork chops. All right, so let's go ahead and flip them over here. Put a little bit more oil on this side. Just a little bit of oil. Okay, get that rubbed around there. Really, the oil, all it's doing is giving it your salt and pepper something more to stick to. It's really not there for flavor. And then it also protects the air fryer. All right, get the pepper on here. I like pepper. All right, I'm calling that good. Okay, so let's go over to the air fryer and get it set up. Paper towels is just so when my seasoning spread, when I do my seasoning, I don't get it all over the place, just ease for cleanup. That's all that is, because I'm rather messy. So there's our pork chops. Can't wait. Okay, so this is an 8-quart air fryer. Now what we want to do is we're going to turn it on. We're going to hit the air fryer button. We're actually going to keep it at 400, but the time, we're going to start out at 10 minutes. So hit my timer, hit over there to where it's on time. We're going to drop that down to 10 minutes. And what we're going to do is we're going to leave flip over on and preheat on. So it's going to preheat. We're going to go for 5 minutes, and then we're going to flip them over, and we're going to let them go another 5 minutes, and then we're going to temp them. And we're going to temp them with a quick read. And we want to be at 145 to 155. After 155, they start drying out really good. So we don't want it to go any hotter than that. So let's go ahead and get this thing to preheat. And once it's up to temp, we will put the pork chops in. Okay, so our air fryer is up to temp and it says add food. So here's the pork chops. Get them down in the air fryer here. Now you don't want them touching, so we'll do one that way and one that way. All right, this one over a little bit. There we go. Close it up and we'll let her run. Okay, while that's doing that, I am going to make some gravy. So we got it here on the burner. Let's turn the small burner on high there. And we're going to get some water in here. I got a cup and a half of water. Get that going. We want to bring it to a boil, and then we'll add our gravy mix. All right, we're at the turn food mark. So got a fork here. Let's pull them out. Take a look at them. Looking good. We're just going to flip them over here. If I can, that'll be good enough. Get them back in there and let them go for another 5 minutes. Our water is not quite up to a raging boil yet, but it's getting close. All right, well, that is coming up to a boil. This particular brown gravy mix says to pour it in a half a cup of cold water and blend it here. So I've got that. Get my whisk. Now we'll whisk it up real quick here. And then it says to pour it in there and whisk it. All right. So we'll get that poured in there. And we'll get it whisked up. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to whisk it for a little while, and then we're going to remove it from the heat as it thickens up here. We've got 2 minutes left on our air fryer. So we'll get this all mixed up really good. All right. I'm going to turn the heat off. It's starting to thicken up pretty good here. How's that gravy looking? I love brown gravy. Actually, I bought some microwavable mashed potatoes that I'm going to put this gravy on. So I dribble some on the pork chops too, just for flavoring. But yeah, dinner is almost done here. 3, 2, 1. Set that there. Spin you around. Okay, so it's in. So let's go ahead and pop it open. Oh my, look at those. All right, let's temp them real quick. Like I said, I'm looking for 145 to 155. So this is at 130. Yeah. So what we're going to do, we'll put it back in here. Turn it on, air fry. We're going to keep it at 400 time. We're going to just put it in for 5 more minutes. No turn, no preheat. Start. All right, we'll check back in 5. Alrighty, let's check them again. See where we're at. Oh yeah, much better looking. Okay, 150, 150. Very nice, very nice. Okay, gonna let those sit there for a sec while I get my plate ready. All right, let's pull our pork chops out here. Oh yeah, don't those look good? Yes. Then I did some mixed veggies. I love these mixed veggies. So we'll get some of these on here. Oh yeah. All right, and that look good. And then our mashed potatoes. Put a big old glob of that on there. Make ourselves a nice little bowl there for the gravy that we're going to put on it. Yeah. Gravy is nice and thick here. Yeah, we can do a nice pour over it. Dribble a little bit on the pork chops. How's that for a meal? What do you say we cut into this and have a look at it? Look at how moist that is. You just see it dripping. All right, let's get ourselves a bite. How's that? Okay, so let's just recap. I mean, I need to because these are delicious and I want to eat. You saw how I did that. I took some olive oil and coated the pork chops. Then I seasoned them with sea salt and coarse black pepper. Flipped them over, repeated the process on the other side. Went over to the air fryer. I turned it on, set the temp to 400 and the timer to 10 minutes with a reminder at 5 minutes. So at the 5 minute mark, we flipped them over and let them go the last 5 minutes. Then I temped them with my quick read, and they were anywhere from 130 to 135. These are a little bit thicker pork chops than what you normally would get, so it'll take a little bit longer. I decided I'd let it go another 5 minutes, and I didn't do the preheat. I didn't do the flip. I just set it for 5 more minutes at 400 and let it go. And then I temped them. And after that 5 minutes, they're at 150, which is perfect because I was looking for anywhere from 145 to 155. Then I just let them sit in there with the air fryer off while I finished up the gravy and the mashed potatoes and the mixed vegetables. Yes, the mixed vegetables and the gravy, or I'm sorry, the mashed potatoes were just microwaved. But sometimes, like I said, I'm the only one here. It's dinner for me. Uh, anyway, like I always say, super easy to do. You could do this too. It's not that hard. Until next time, my friends, get yourself an air fryer. It doesn't have to be that one. It could be any air fryer. They work amazing. But always grill on. I got dinner to eat. Till next time.